For the beginning, can you tell us a few words about yourself?
Yes. As far as my experience in the marine industry, I'm second generation. My father was in the marine industry on the manufacturing side, and I have been in the marine industry now for 29 years in sales, marketing, product development, and general management. So it's been a good career so far, and I've really enjoyed it.
Congratulations. And now a few words about the Bayliner company, a short history.
Yes. Bayliner has started in 1957, so we're now on our 57th birthday, and we've enjoyed great success not only in the U.S. where the brand started, but also we've become a leader in the recreational boating industry on a global basis now. And we've done that basically through bringing products to market with innovation, but yet simple and purposeful design. And what we like to look for there is how do we make boating available to the masses. We like to think that we've got an affordable product for a lot of people to enjoy the water with.
Okay, and now can you tell us about the European market, because this is very different compared to the US one. What
Yes.
is your strategy for this part of the world?
There's a couple things for the European market. First of all, it's a very important market to us outside of North America. Outside of North America, it's our largest market globally, which is something that we want to make sure that we continue to invest in with the right products. So we've got a product development strategy to make sure that we get what we call the voice of the customer and interpret that voice into relevant product so people can enjoy the boats on the water. A good example of that is our 642 and 742 Cuddy series, which were developed here in Europe for the European market. We also, the other side of our strategy is a manufacturing strategy here, which helps us lower the landed cost to the dealer, which then can pass the value on to the end user. And we've got a great manufacturing partner with Schleps in Poland, and they build fantastic boats with excellent quality.
If you have a statistic, what was the most popular model of Bayliner through the years?
Through the years, it was probably what we called our Capri series, which was started back in the 80s. And that product you'll still see in today's market with our 175 GT. That was kind of the original that has been enhanced over the years with design updates. And we have sold thousands of those throughout the world. And in fact, at one point we used to build 10,000 of those a year back when the market was very strong.
Yes. And about the newest line, the Element 1, how many units do you plan to sell? Because it's a very popular boat already.
Yes. With the original Element, we'll probably produce in today's global industry size, we'll probably do about 1,500 units a year of that product. And we just came out with the Element XL, as you know, which is a little bit larger product. Same type of a seating floor plan, but larger horsepower. And with that product, because it's a little more expensive than the original Element, that'll be probably about 500 to 1,000 units on an annual basis.
Good. Because you produce large models into Poland, did you invest in this facility for new technologies? Do you have in plan to expand the factory, the facility?
Yes, we do a couple things there. As far as the facility is concerned, there's a new assembly building being done right now, where about September or October this year, we'll have a grand opening for the employees there of the new assembly building. And then we also, with quality systems, those are very important to us as we go through the manufacturing process, that we do it right at each step of the assembly. And so we've installed a good quality system there with feedback loops to make sure that we fix the products as we go through the product line.
Okay, and now let's talk a little bit about the future, about the new model you announced for 2015, the Sierra. We know that many years ago you also had a model with a similar name. It's their the two models have something in common.
What we did is, as you mentioned, we had the Sierra line of cruisers in the past, and as the marine industry went through some challenging times globally over the last 4 to 6 years, we focused very much on what we call day boats. So the Element series, our runabouts, the deck boats. And just recently, about a year ago, we introduced the 642 Cuddy. So what you can forecast from that or anticipate is we've got the 642, then the 742 that we just introduced this year. That's building momentum again for overnighting or cruising. And the Sierra 8 will be a relaunch and a reinvention of our Sierra series. So we're looking forward to that.
Faster. What do you think the industry, the nautical industry, will be in about 5 years globally?
Globally, as far as Brunswick and Bayliner, the way we look at it and forecast it, we believe, and if I take it back, when we went through our low point a few years back as far as an industry with the global crisis, it was probably about 1/3 of its all-time high. We believe the market will get back to about 70–80% of its all-time high within the next 5 years. So what that'll do for the manufacturers and the industry is give good slow growth and a recovery. And from Brunswick and Bayliner's perspective, we look at opportunities to grow our business in Europe. We believe Europe will be flat to single-digit growth over the next 5 years, which is good for all of us. And we think on our side we'll have a little extra growth because we're implementing more products into the Poland facility.
What is your favorite boat?
My favorite boat?
Yes.
I actually own a 215 deck boat, so that's good for me and my family when we go out boating back in Knoxville, Tennessee. But probably the most exciting boat for me is actually the new Element XL. It's just it's a fun product. It's got a lot of nice, simple features for people to enjoy, and it's easy maintenance, which is fun to maximize your time on the water.
And how do you spend your free time? You go with your family on the water? You prefer to travel?
From a family standpoint, we enjoy boating very much. So during the summer nights, we'll occasionally get a chance to go out on the water, and on the weekends, and we take the dog with us. The other thing that we enjoy doing is stand-up paddle boards. So we very much enjoy the water, and when we tend to travel as a family, we like to go to spots with beaches and boats.
Nice. Okay, thank you very much for this interview.